13 Signs of a Stupid Person, Stoicism. Welcome back to Stoic Insights. Today we're exploring a powerful topic that affects all of us. How to recognize stupidity, not just in others but potentially in ourselves. The ancient Stoics believed true wisdom begins with acknowledging our own foolishness. As Epictetus said, it is impossible to begin to learn that which one thinks one already knows. Let's explore 13 signs of stupidity through the lens of Stoicism. Not to judge others harshly, but to guide our own journey toward wisdom. Sign 1. Inability to adapt thinking. The first sign is an inability to adapt one's thinking when presented with new evidence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth which never harmed anyone." The truly stupid person clings to their beliefs despite contradictory evidence. They value being right over finding truth. Stoic wisdom. Be willing to change your mind when facts change. Your worth isn't tied to your initial opinions being correct. Sign 2. Excessive reactivity to external events. The second sign is excessive emotional reactivity to events outside one's control. Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." When someone loses their composure over traffic, weather, or other people's actions, they demonstrate a fundamental misunderstanding of what they can and cannot control. Stoic wisdom. Focus your energy on what you can influence. Accept with equanimity what you cannot. Sign 3. Mistaking information for wisdom. The third sign is confusing information collection with actual understanding. Seneca warned, "What is the point of having countless books and libraries whose titles the owner could scarcely read through in his whole lifetime?" In today's world of endless content, the foolish person consumes information without integration or application. They know many facts but lack the wisdom to use them effectively. Stoic wisdom. Seek depth over breadth. Apply what you learn rather than simply accumulating knowledge. Sign 4. Inability to delay gratification. The fourth sign is an inability to delay gratification for greater future benefit. Musonius Rufus taught, "To endure labor and suffering is virtuous, but to indulge in luxury is harmful." The unwise person sacrifices long-term well-being for immediate pleasure, whether through impulsive spending, unhealthy eating, or avoiding necessary hardship. Stoic wisdom. Practice voluntary discomfort. Build the strength to choose what's beneficial over what's merely pleasant. Sign 5. Talking more than listening. The fifth sign is excessive talking without corresponding listening. Zeno of Citium noted, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we speak." The foolish person fills every silence with their own voice, missing opportunities to learn from others and revealing their own limitations. Stoic wisdom. Practice intentional silence. The quality of your words improves as you learn to listen first. Sign 6. Blaming others for personal failures. The sixth sign is habitually blaming external circumstances or other people for one's own failures. Epictetus observed, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." The unwise person sees themselves as a victim of circumstance, rather than the architect of their responses. They surrender their agency by placing blame elsewhere. Stoic wisdom. Take full responsibility for your responses to life, even when you cannot control the circumstances. Sign 7. Requiring constant external validation. The seventh sign is an insatiable need for external validation and approval. Marcus Aurelius advised, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." The foolish person outsources their self-worth to others, becoming a slave to opinions they cannot control. Stoic wisdom. Develop an internal compass of values. Let your worth be determined by your adherence to virtue, not others' assessments. Sign 8. Fear of appearing ignorant. The eighth sign is fear of appearing ignorant, leading to pretense of knowledge. Socrates, greatly admired by the Stoics, said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." The unwise person feigns understanding rather than embracing the opportunity to learn. Their ego prevents their growth. Stoic wisdom. Embrace the phrase, "I don't know," Curiosity and intellectual humility are the foundations of true wisdom. Sign 9, confusing pleasure with happiness. The ninth sign is mistaking pleasure for true happiness. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence on the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have." The foolish person chases endless pleasures, mistakenly believing that the next purchase, achievement, or experience will finally bring lasting fulfillment. Stoic wisdom. Distinguish between fleeting pleasure and enduring joy. True happiness comes from living virtuously, not from external circumstances. Sign 10. Allowing emotions to override reason. The 10th sign is consistently allowing emotions to override reason in decision-making. Epictetus counseled, "Make it your study to moderate your attachments to all such things." The unwise person becomes enslaved to their emotional reactions, making choices they later regret when the emotional storm has passed. Stoic wisdom. Acknowledge emotions without being ruled by them. Practice the pause between stimulus and response. Sign 11. Neglecting physical discipline. The 11th sign is neglecting physical discipline while pursuing intellectual or material goals. Juvenal's phrase, "Mens sana in corpore sano," a sound mind in a sound body, was embraced by Stoics, who viewed the body as the vessel of the mind. The foolish person treats their body carelessly, not recognizing how physical health influences mental clarity and emotional stability. Stoic wisdom. Honor your body through discipline, not indulgence. Your physical practices reflect and reinforce your philosophical commitments. Sign 12. Idolizing the extraordinary over the consistent. The 12th sign is idolizing extraordinary accomplishments while neglecting daily virtues. Epictetus taught, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." The unwise person dreams of grand gestures, while ignoring the small daily choices that truly constitute character. They want the glory without the grinding daily work. Stoic wisdom. Excellence is a habit, not an event. Focus on consistent small actions rather than awaiting grand moments of virtue. Sign 13. Fearing death rather than embracing mortality. The final sign is excessive fear of death, leading to avoidance of mortality. Seneca wrote, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man." The foolish person avoids contemplating their finite existence, resulting in a life without proper priorities or urgency. Stoic wisdom. Memento mori. Remember you must die. Use mortality awareness not as a source of anxiety, but as clarifying lens for what truly matters.